hell no. To the no. Let me sing the hook. I'll sing the hook.
All right.
That's our song right
Okay,
there.
all right.
That's it. We get the beat, rock it out. So let me give you our music, so you can understand what we're about to talk about.
Oh, we back at it.
So, power, the force.
The force. May
Now,
the force be with you.
Did you realize that JP doesn't know that the kid is his son?
What?
He doesn't know that that's his son because the mother took him a long time ago. When he was a baby, so he never got to see him growing up.
Oh.
So Tommy,
okay,
bringing him in, and it unites the whole family structure. And like I said, this becomes Tariq now. Like his nephew really is his blood nephew. It isn't like Tariq was like somebody he grew up with and groomed. This is his blood already. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if this will actually happen. I hope not, but JP making not another version, but doing the version. Will he put enough in it or not enough, or would they put a bad batch on the street maybe? You know what I'm saying?
They didn't put no bad batch.
No, I'm saying because he hasn't made it yet.
Oh, okay.
So that could be another scenario. They could become a bad batch on the street.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I do research.
Yeah.
So the guy that's with the father,
the brother.
No,
that's not his brother.
The guy with the ball. What's the family name?
The bald head guy.
What's the family name again?
The Flynn.
The Flynns. So
Flynn.
Mr. Flynn is his partner.
Yeah.
Okay, have you seen his son?
He's a crack addict.
Right. Okay. So remember when he said, "Hey, don't do what I told you to do." Yeah. And he said, "I didn't do it anyway."
Yeah.
So he was talking about the hit on the girl.
Exactly.
When he said that.
Or, yeah, that is probably right.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So now the Serbs were the ones who definitely did the attack. Because of the fact the father went in and shot all the people up.
Yes.
Also.
Okay.
And then remember, Tommy went back to the Serbs and told them he's gonna need some soldiers.
Yeah.
And he gave them some money.
Yeah.
And these were the same Serbs that he just shot up. You don't remember that?
Yes, I remember. Yeah. Yeah, he shot all them soldiers.
No, but I'm saying he went back to them afterwards.
Yeah.
And gave them some money and said he said that should make up for the drugs that you lost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's connecting together. It's connecting.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm at? Okay, so
I see where this going.
The Flynns are about to have a war with the Serbs.
Yeah.
Mr. Flynn is sending for some of the old Irish brothers to come up from across the water. Some of the old killers. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the CBI.
The CBI. That's the problem.
With the brother already got his soldiers coming from Indiana. Yeah. You don't even know who his soldiers are.
Exactly.
They're just going to be out there and just start shooting. So, we got 3 episodes left. It's going to be a lot of blood.
To be honest, it is going to be a lot of blood because, and another thing, Right now, it was just playing chess with everybody. For real, for real. And the bloodbath is gonna be with CBI, with the and with Tommy and the Surge.
Okay, I found out who Elijah was.
Who's Elijah?
The guy, when they remember the lady said she was supposed to meet with Elijah.
Okay, yeah.
To tell the story. Elijah was the one who got killed. That's why he didn't show up for the meeting.
Oh, question. I went back. I like to watch Power all over again. And in the beginning of, the beginning when Diamond was about to get released from prison, and it was a scene with the Spanish guys. They were saying, let him be comfortable in the streets, and then we gonna get him.
They did that the first day. Those were the people that Tommy killed the first day.
Oh, okay.
Those are the ones he put in the trunk and blew up.
Okay. I thought that was like that. It was gonna get to the future episode.
Well,
he was gonna.
Well, I mean, that has to still come back because
that's what I'm saying.
They never got the job done.
Exactly.
It got blew up. So I mean, they still looking for their setup. They still but I think that Diamond is gonna let his brother have CBI.
And he's gonna retire.
No, he's not gonna retire. He's just gonna move up the ranks, be with Tommy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's less problems for him to go to jail.
Yeah.
Less problems for him to do anything if he just moves up and he stays still front line.
Exactly.
He's gonna have problems.
Yeah, of course. He's too much in the front line.
Do you think the brother will make it to season 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's going down. Power. Force. Every Sunday, 9 o'clock, stars. 2 episodes left. Two. We'll be back with more information, more vibe right here. Hot Wheels, Wildman, Teddy T, Newkirk, we live. Streaming right now. What's up?
All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rest gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power. Money, powder, and power. Money, powder, and power.
That paper, yeah, I gotta stack that. Them diamonds keep blinking, we might have to jack that. Now boy, when that blicky come out, you get clapped fast. Throw down with a little joint, I'm at you like pat. Come back when them candles out around your block and kick that. Come back when your funeral in progress and hit that. Hit your back to back, your bitch ass won't even hit back. You'll be splashing in fashion. Nigga, you can check the drip, catch you slipping, we sliding. Your niggas on some different shit, we hit the licks, we with the shit. Shh. When you get hit, quiet down. No need for the talking, the fuck is that about?
Tougher than a Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rest gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power. Money and powder and power. Money and powder and
Older
power.
niggas look up to me. You can tell I got rank. Federal time just to survive. They'll pass you a shake. I ain't vote. Tell him free Larry and try to pardon his case. When you black and rich, they be slick and try to target your race. Street niggas never gon' win. I'm streets and I win. Riding strikers inside the trenches. They be changing the VN. My brothers chasing that high. Got brothers life in a pen. Got lawyer fees for the fam. Just a start like M10. Fixing stones. That won't break my bone where I'm from. You can tell you can never come back home where I'm from. When the city taught me a lot, I get it on where I'm from. Money, power, respect. I'm in the zone where I'm from.
Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rest gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power. Money, powder, and power. Money, powder, and power.
ordinary. Can't ignore it, this my story, I've been more than ready. And this stuff I'm cooking up, this hit like culinary. True intentions, must I mention, it's just legendary. Broward baby, 80s baby, Blondie's youngest son. You either dying for your dream or living for the gun. When we pray to see the sun, I either 21. Dear fearless in my blood, it ain't just where I'm from. Them folk won't underestimate you, play you like you dumb. I nod my head and get my bread, you will not feed me crumbs. On the low, I'm with my tribe, I'm getting rich as fuck. Not only finance, my whole world is vibrant. Young tyrant, so immune to the sirens. Nowadays, I hear them sounds and send my prayers up. Tell my dogs I love them, something we don't say enough. So nowadays, we talking asses, I'm in a different bracket. Me and mine is easy passing, we ain't stuck in traffic. Higher self over high fashion. One connected through a higher passion. I feel enlightened, but also a savage. I feel the greatest shit that's yet to happen. Lions and them tigers and them bears never scared me. Reaching out for something that may never even never be them. Oh, look at they faces trying to take me from my greatness. Look at they faces trying to take me from my greatness. Oh, look at they faces trying to take me from my greatness.
Man, I'm greater than any hater, man. I started off serving hand-to-hand indicator, man. Slinging coke, college dropout and overeducated. But that don't matter when you broke and undercompensated. The world will laugh at you, shame on you and embarrass you. And the police will do it too as they harassing you. On your knees, cross your ankles, interlock your fingers. Oh, you a rapper, huh? Well, sing something, nigga. Lord, I know I've been changed, and I'm still participating in a dangerous game. I went from rapping to capping and courting to fame to arriving alive just to see the shit still the same. Niggas killing they migos over their egos. Niggas killing their own folks and people. A righteous people, but man, we moving evil. Expecting blessings, but still ain't learning our lessons. They call you brother, but your brothers is confessing at the sight of an early exit. Police ain't got to get it. Judas to Jesus, even true to believers. Brutus to Caesar, backstabbing deceivers. I've been through it, just you as my nigga Ace Hood. The troubled waters, I wade through it and prayed through it. I made something for nothing, man, I made good. The Lord made it better, my gratitude forever.
Lions and them tigers and them bears never scared me. Reaching out for something that may never even never be them. Oh, look at they faces trying to take me from my greatness. Look at they faces trying to take me from my greatness. They ain't knowing I was born into righteousness. They ain't knowing I was born into righteousness. Oh, look at they faces trying to take me from my greatness. Oh, look at they faces trying to take me from my greatness.
Them tigers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them tigers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them get me. I know them tigers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them tigers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them get me. I was riding with so-and-so when that shit happened. We seen so-and-so walking down the street lacking. Rode up on him, what's up, fuck nigga, that's what I asked him. He got spotted, so we hopped out and let him have it. Now I got my whole family in the situation. I could've let that shit ride, but I just couldn't take it. So much anger built up, that's why a nigga angry. That's why I move like this, I don't be worried about being famous. Try to do right, but it's like the wrong come to me. Ain't gotta prove nothing, but I gotta give him something to see. Tyrone was right though when them crackers tried to arrest me, but I ran from their ass and they couldn't catch me. I know them crackers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them daggers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them get me. I know them crackers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them jackers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them get me. Little bitch lied on me, telling police I hit her. Bitch, if I would've hit you, pussy hoe, I would've killed you. Everybody at my mama house like I did, son. Bitch, I was late, I sleep, I ain't even my dead nothing. But that just go to show you that it ain't no fair game. Fuck being nice now, I ain't gonna play no fair game. It's so much salt that they throwing on my damn name. But I ain't backing down, I'm standing in
in the damn pain. I know I drank too much and it's gon' catch up to me. But it keep me humble when the fuck niggas stand next to me. They think I got it, so I know they got it out for me. I've been robbed before, this time ain't gon' happen to me. I know them crackers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them jackers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them get me. I know them crackers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them jackers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them get me. I know them crackers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them jackers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them get me. I know them crackers after me, but I can't let them get me. I know them jackers after me, but I can't let them get me. My enemies, they after me, but I can't let them get me. Well, I can't let them get me, no, I can't let them
Whoa, pimp in me, big pimp in me, pimp. Wins in me, yeah, ain't no simp in me, pimp in me, big pimp in me, pimp in me. Get with me, yeah, now you big busy, yeah. Low, I'm with the shit, let's hit the lick, yeah, bitch, let's hit the lick. When you jaw jacking, or you run your lip, you talk to me. Let's hit the lick, yeah, bitch, let's hit the lick. I'm going semi-auto, fully automatic. Semi-auto like the payment automatic. Shock value, pussy, you don't want no static. Pack value, bitch, I'm spitting at the camera. Check my fit, check my phone, check my balance. Take my time with my women and my album. Yeah, I do. Big pimpin', they ain't know me, it's in me. They asked me what I'm pimpin', ho, I told them the system. Commitment, precision, I stand on all my decisions. I'm going all money in with my bros like Nip and Black Sam. I treat it like a meet and greet, how I meet my demands. But I'd rather show you results than to tell you the plan. When you don't have a silver spoon, you gotta eat with your hands. I broke the economics down and taught supply and demand. That's why all of my queens respect me more than they man. And might slap a pussy nigga with their own pimpin'. I slap pimp in me, big pimp in me, pimp. Wins in me, yeah, ain't no simp in me, pimp in me, big pimp in me, get with me, yeah, now you big busy, yeah, look, I'm with the shit, let's hit the lick, yeah, bitch, let's hit the lick, when you jaw jacking, or you run your lip, you talk to me, let's hit the lick, yeah, bitch, let's hit the lick, I'm with the shit.
I'm pimping from Las Vegas to Miami, I told the bitch don't never lie to Poppy, I read up on the ecstasies and Roxy. I'm kicking like a Bruce Lee in karate. I told the bitch next time to bring a buddy. She sucked my dick and say it tastes like fudgy. I make her sell her pussy for nothing. I bought me yellow diamonds like it's Tesla. I had to drop 150 in my mouth before I talk. I let her go and add our nigga spots in the track hawk. I make her tie my tennis shoes and turn her from my dog. I bought her Christian Louboutin shoes and made her take a walk.
Pimp in me, big pimp in me, pimp. Wins in me, yeah, ain't no simp in me, pimp in me, big pimp in me, get with me, yeah, now you big busy, yeah, look, I'm with the shit, let's hit the lick, yeah, bitch, let's hit the lick, when you jaw jacking, or you run your lip, you talk to me, let's hit the lick, yeah, bitch, let's hit the lick, I'm with the shit.
Yo, we all the way live. Hot Wheels, what's going on, brother?
Man, just chilling right now. You know, it's Wednesday, a good day, beautiful day. It ain't even, you know, how you like the that beautiful day, Kirk?
Man,
it's not good. Raining. It's not.
It's a beautiful day outside right now, man. It's a blessing, man. We gotta be blessed. We all live, man. Blessed where we at. Blessed. What we are doing, man. We doing what we happy to be doing. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Now, my next point I want to bring up today is that I don't know if you guys understand, but they just gave Deshaun Watson $250,000.
I'm not surprised.
And what's the other light skinned boy I don't like play for Kansas City?
We talking about $250,000?
No.
You said $250,000.
I'm sorry, 250 million.
250
Okay.
million.
I gave him
$250
$250
billion.
million. And then
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes
He
makes
does not like Patrick Mahomes, man. Like
Patrick Mahomes makes $500 million.
That's crazy.
I
He
mean,
makes
I'm not
$500 million.
surprised. They're those two quarterbacks. I mean,
So now
they're really good.
What is that?
How much was your boy in Tampa Bay getting?
It's not nowhere near. Tom Brady ain't getting nothing near
Brady ain't getting nothing near that.
that. And neither is Lamar Jackson. You know, so now you're gonna have these quarterbacks going to these people like, hey.
But how are they able to do that if their budget is so tight? You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
why
only
they
can
cut
spend so
players.
many-
That's
Yeah,
why
you got
that's why
cut
they
players
cutting all the
for
other
that's why
$200
they cut a lot of
million.
players. This is why.
One quarterback can't make you to the dang going championship, bro.
Hey,
He's not gonna make you a Super Bowl.
Reggie Mathis said it himself. Not for long. He said it himself. Not for long. That's what NFL represent.
That's true.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's real.
I mean,
That is so real.
Like
you there for a minute? You gonna win the.
It was what you call it? Friday night.
Yeah.
We had Edgerton James on the Mac and Mika show.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I
sent
that.
it to you so you could watch it.
Yeah.
Man, that dude is so intense. You know, he said that when he played football, when he left in July to January, he never talked to his family at all. At all. He said,
why is that?
because he said he wanted to focus on being the best that he could be during that time. You know, in football, you get a short time. So he said the time that he was there, he wanted to be the best that he could be. No injuries, no, you know what I mean? Make the maximum kind of money that he can make. You know what I'm saying? And he's in the Hall of Fame already. You know what I mean? And he's got probably over 100 businesses that he owns. He after doing football, he took his time to raise all of his kids. He's got 3 girls that's in HBCUs, and they all know what they're doing. Like, they're all in the mode of what they're doing. He's got 5 kids totally, and all 5 kids are set for life into what they do already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just the element of, that's what people have to understand. This is what you live your life for, to become able to raise kids properly. You know what I'm saying? Because kids aren't born because they want to be born. Kids are born because you came together with somebody and dropped some goo. Now you're going to be responsible for the goo.
Exactly.
And the growth of the goo.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what's happening. So now, football players are becoming smarter. Like Edgerton James, he put Brian McKinney on so much game. You know what I'm saying? He said, Brian, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know, diversify your portfolio. You know, if you got the money, get into it, because, you know, it's going to be better. Like, he just gave him a lot of pointers, you know what I'm saying? And it's just good, the camaraderie that the players can share with each other, with their money, with their actions. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like, nowadays, you see, nowadays, NFL players, they just wish they can get to the top. They wish they could get to the pros. And once they get to the pros, they get all this type of money and don't know what to do with it. And this is where Edgerton James was saying, look, like, he wasn't seeing his family because he was really, really focused on trying to get that money, because one little injury, it could be anything, finger broken. They're going to look at you really funny. They're going to let you play. They're going to keep you playing. But they're going to look at you, how is this injury real serious? How this will affect us, this and that, da-da-da. I'm telling you, I studied this. And, you know, because football is my favorite sport. So I studied how these players, they pay you the amount of yards you get. If you miss a yard, they cut you out, or they release you, because they paid you that money already. Now I have a good friend. His name is Randall Johnson. Me and him were teammates in high school, and he made it. He went to FAU, and he got drafted to the Bills. And he played for the Bills for a while. He got injured, and he went to the New York Jets, and he played for the New York Jets. Got injured again, and then he played for the CFL, and he was like, "Man, I'm done." So I contacted him, and then I was like, "Yo, bro, like, you not gonna go back?" He was like, "Bro, I love football so much, but it was so much politics that I had to get out of there. And if I was still in there, I would not be with my kids, to be honest." And what that took, it took me back. I'm like, dang, man, because now, see, now I have a little brother. He plays semi-pro, and I was talking to him because he always wanted to make it to the league. That was his whole dream. And I was with him. I'm like, man, I congratulate you. But when I seen what my homeboy just told me, I was thinking about my little brother, because, you know, you got to understand, injury affects your game.
It affects your value.
Exactly. It affects your value as well. So, like, and my little brother broke a couple of bones before and still went out there and played. That's in college, you know, and he told me, he was like, bro, because, you know, once he got signed to a college up in Virginia. Before he called me, he was like, before he got signed, he was like, bro, I really want to make it to the league. I think this is the best school. And I was like, man, I'm there for you. Just, you know, choose wisely and be careful how you play. And it showed him of him playing his freshman and his sophomore year. And he broke he broke a couple of bones because he couldn't play a couple of games because they had to monitor him and stuff like that. Even he sees it in college. These coaches, he tells me this. He said these coaches, if you're injury, they're not gonna even much put you in the game right now. They're gonna redshirt you. You know, because so you could, when they mean by redshirting a college player, that means you get an extra year. Okay.
Sometimes you get extra 2 years.
You get an extra year or two. It depends how good you are, though.
Like a redshirt for 2 years.
Exactly. So once they do that, and they my brother's coach, he was gonna redshirt my brother because he played safety and he played a little in the offensive side, but his main position was safety. So and it's another thing. I'll get back to that. It's another thing what position you play. And the value of a player, like, which is quarterback, running back, receiver, it like Teddy T says, it's your value. It's what's your value to the team, that, you know, to make it to the playoffs or to make it to the Super Bowl. Because if you this number one receiver and you can catch all types of football, they don't care about that in the NFL nowadays. You feel me? So if you get your leg break or whatever like that, they just gonna be like, all right, well, we just paid you, so they gonna give it all up to you. What you gonna do? They gonna look at you and be like, what you gonna do? Because we paid you already. You feel me? And it's not no, 9 to 5. They pay you every week. They give you the whole lump sum and just be like, look, we paid you. Now you need to play for us. If you injured, you need to go. Or what you gonna do? Be a commentator or whatever like that. You got to do something, because we're not gonna baby you all the time. It sucks. That's just how the NFL is.
I mean,
but
like Brian McKinney said that You know, when people die in your family during the season, you can't go to the.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't leave.
You can't.
Go to, if your mother dies, you can't go to the funeral. You know what I'm saying?
You can't, bro.
What type of stuff is that? Why
Man,
is that?
Man.
That's what they got to go through.
Yeah, that's what. For real.
You cannot leave. Once you go, you cannot leave. Even you can't just call in and say, "Hey, man, I don't feel good. I'm not going to come." You got to go, and they got to assess that you can't play.
Oh wow!
You just can't call them and tell them you can't come.
You ain't coming to work.
You got to go, and they got to. You got to be there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot. I mean, they getting millions and millions of dollars, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? So their lives are controlled. You know what I mean? So, you know, you guys want to comment on that? 786-801-0031. It's a lot of players. That the draft is coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Harris, Diva's son, from UM. You know what I'm saying? Nephew about to jump in the draft, you know, so we all praying for him.
We got Dalvin Cook's little brother. He's in the draft. We got some.
For the NFL right now?
Yeah.
He's already in the draft?
Yeah, his little brother. Yeah. He's in the draft.
Yep. So, also, next week, we're going to have JT Money in the building. It's Poison Clan 30-year anniversary. Next week. And then the week after that is Trick Daddy 25 years anniversary.
You gonna be here?
Yes.
I want to be here.
So we on the Ave, Poison Clan, 30 years of the game, man. Check out the Ave, it's going down. Madball, Uzi, Debonair, Drugs, the whole camp. What's up?
My boots, head downstairs for a fat bowl of Fruit Loops. Some mom duped off in the kitchen. She was steady bitching cause the 4/5 was missing. She asked me have I seen it. I played like a dummy. Knowing all the while that the cops took it from me. My little sister's on their way to school. Both draped in jewels and both packing tools. In case dumb motherfuckers try to run up. Step to the twins and you're bound to get gunned up. Saw Pop Duke out front. He was puffing on the blunt and shining up the pump. I'm on my way out the door. I got my Poison Clan cap on. Mom called me back to make sure I had my scrap on. Me forget the scrap? Nah, I doubt it. Like American Express, yo, I can't leave home without it. Kiss my mom goodbye. I jump in the black truck. As I begin to back up, saw this girl with a fat butt. I rolled the pony, Slimmy tried to get with her. Slimmy wasn't with it, so then I tried to hit her. I ran the hoe in the grass. I skid off fast and shot dirt on the monkey, yeah. I only did it for the laugh. Cranked up the boom, then flushed it down 12th Ave. Call my man Wop from the ride. Yo, Wop, you gon' dip? Yeah. Well, come outside. I'm in front of your shit. Wop jumped in the truck, then I told him about that thing with me. Then my nigga started tripping out. I knew he was strapped because I saw a shirt sticking out. Niggas gotta be strapped. Yo, we roll every day with gas on our lap. In case we have to go for broke, son. My man wobble out the bus and then he said, yo, let's smoke one. True, you know I was with that. Let me smoke this breakfast and wash it down with a sip back. Yeah, getting fucked up. Yo, what? Yeah. Call Rem, nigga, see what's up. Shit, what you want me to tell? Shit, see what's up with her. Tell me to put on some clothes, nigga. Shit, we going to get her. Finna flex, what's up? What we finna do? We finna check out this jam. Right. On the avenue.
Roll out the red carpet, let the bugles blow. The pimp deserves a grand intro. You don't know? I know you sick of bubblegum rappers putting you to bed, but not JT Money. I'm something like a Sudafed. I give relief that's far from lousy, and get the job done without getting you drowsy. Since I'm from the bottom, northern rappers try dissing, but in the end, my ass they'll be kissing. I must state how stupid remarks can cause enough friction to give off sparks, making people think that a giant king couldn't come from the bottom cause we're second string. But I'ma make history as I get hype, dropping signs that'll damage that stereotype. Add some drama, cause I'm about to set off poisonous freestyle instead of the average, ordinary, everyday thing. I'm outstanding, leaving rappers outstanding in the rain. Poison like venom, getting in them, then I conquer. When I finish rocking, you're jogging for an encore. My masterpieces, or smash the pieces, or should I say demo, the massive reaches. You better take a buffering when suffering from the wrath of the staff that can't be outdone. It's like that, y'all, cause I'm the ultimate. Yo, Tony Rock, take a stand cause I'm about to sit.
MCs up north and niggas like Spike take shorts, thinking that the only rappers live in New York. Dickheads like you that don't know the deal, saying if it's not from up there, it can't be real. But since you are ignorant and stupid at best, I'll have to break this down to the simplest. See Tony Rock make a microphone check, now see him on stage breaking a sucker nigga's neck. Y'all taking rap back? Get off of that kick. The only thing you might be able to take is this dick, saying weak ass rhymes on records and video, grabbing on your dick and start cursing. And even though you front to be hard, when the camera starts shooting, no good and damn well that you as soft as a Big Newton. If we was cars, I'd be a Porsche, you a Nova. Our card games, your pity pat, and I'm poker. I grab the microphone, cause I can't wait to smoke her. Sucker like you're no rhyming joker. Stepping on stage and going into fits, working up a sweat, but you ain't rock shit. Saying weak ass rhymes, trying your best to work the fans up. Why don't you drop the microphone and come out with your hands up? Just because you from up there, you ain't got it like that, boy. You can be killed and you don't want that. I'm saying rhymes on a funky ass cut. Marquis, go for yours because I got my nut.
I treat rappers like hoes, roll them like Vogues, count them and fold them and stuff them and stack them like bankrolls. Whenever on the running, MCs confronting, always in my face, wanting to start some. I can't keep silent cause I'm lyrically violent. Step to me, boy, step off, don't even try it. I giddy up and go, so smooth when I flow. I make suckers get going like a 5.0. You see, I'll massacre, sit back and laugh at ya. And when you finish, then I'll embarrass you. I'm the aggressor, the professor. I injure like a ninja with a lyrical lecture. While keeps get silky as I recite them. Rappers are germs, I'm peroxide to fight them. I blitz throwing hits that'll put you in a coffin, treat you like an orphan, causing you to soften. People say I'm immaculate, but I'm past that. Others get laughed at, cause they ain't half that. They try to achieve, but can't succeed. They only get stomped on when I stampede. It's like that, punks, and you all know Debonair the Devil's Dad, continue to flow.
Debonair the Devil's Dad is last on the agenda, talking about how brothers constantly pretend to be from up north, New York, yeah, Medina. The grass ain't greener, I guess they never seen her. Rapper from another region, get the loot. I'm from the bottom and got girls feeding me fruit. And dropping flowers every time I walk. It's my music identical to that of New York. It's original, coming from the bottom, analyze it. You can come off on your own, but no one tries it. They rather have some sloppy jalopy and get caught the wannabe because they try to copy. But see the boys, we just laugh. Ain't a counterfeit rapper on the Skywalker staff. And so the wannabes bite the dust. They ain't certified to rock beside none of us. And cause I'm strictly D-U-S-I-N-double-S. They panicking, stiff like mannequins from all the stress. No one near the man, they look sore. Anyway, I'm out of here, sign the fuck off.
Shout out my brother Debonair, Poison Clan. Let me give y'all a little Poison Clan history right here, man. So, I remember it was like 87, 88, bro. It started with this one. You know what I'm saying? This was the first Poison Clan record. You know what I mean? Debonair, JT Money. Some high school kids, man. Came on the scene. We saw these dudes on BT, Rap City. Like, yo, they from the hood. Like, they at 163rd Mall. Like, you seen these dudes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I want you guys to really get into the real Poison Clan. This is the true essence of the Poison Clan right here with this album. This is the name of the album. It's called Too Low Lifted Motherfuckers.
Check it out, it's the Poison Clan. Debonair drugs and the money man. Low life niggas. You see, it's the clan and say that it figures. You can pull my file and see I talk about hoes and shit that's wild. Cause I don't give a goddamn. Being that ghetto hood that I am. Gambling for bread. My Smith and Wesson beats any spread. You can't play me like Atari. Motherfuckers trying to will be sorry. Cause Debonair's far from a sucker. Another low life motherfucker.
Mac Daddy, another name for pimp. Worry about nothing, just strutting with a gangster limp. Since the youth had dreams of riches, making money by pimping bitches. Parents hate me around their daughters, knowing their kids sell for quarters and not a penny more. Cause that's all she's worth to me, the low life whore. I mean, she's making me rich, and only God knows I love a bitch. To keep me strong in the game, pimp your little sister won't feel shame. I go bitch berserk, cause if your mother's on my dick, I put the bitch to work.
It's a jack, so get against the wall and stop looking for a cop to call. Cause if you do so much as twitch, you'll end up somewhere in a ditch. Cause I'm like that, you ain't heard? Motherfuckers had to spread the word. This kid, I one shot him. Cause his Cadillac had too much bottom. That's a good enough reason. To me, any season is shooting season for a wild motherfucker. Debonair's never getting played like a sucker. Niggas know that I go get thugs and come back shooting buckshots and slugs.
Yeah, motherfuckers fear me, but most be even scared to come near me. They know I'm stampeding, leaving a bitch unconscious and bleeding, putting bitches on the app. And when a nigga see a bitch who say he got a half, but he will pay to fuck my bitch, that's when I get my percentage, which keeps a nigga like me eating shrimp and making JT a motherfucking pimp.
Debonair's bad, the devil's dad. Going on like I'm mentally mad. See, I'm living like a villain. You can look at me and see I'm top billing. I'm a goddamn player. A bitch ain't shit to me once I slay her. Once I get that ass, best believe that bitch is getting left in the low class and know how to act. The bitch won't ever talk behind my back. Cause if so, she'll end up with pictures on a milk box for talking shit.
A low life nigga. After I fuck a bitch, I egg her. But then a brother gets mad. But then I leave it up to the devil's dad. Cause when niggas start to roll, money got to chill cause I'm on parole. Professional hitman. Throwing a blow no nigga can't withstand. You got me bent. On me and not paying every cent. JT Money something far from a sucker. Another low life motherfucker.
So, that's the name of the album. And the title track. Two low life motherfuckers.
It was real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
17 years old, straight from New Orleans. You know, there was no such thing as gangster rap at the time. You know what I'm saying?
So who made gangster rappers? What was in, like, who made, like, who was the lineup of the gangster rappers? Who made that up?
I mean, definitely Poison Clan. You know, you listen to what they were just talking about.
Okay.
They were some of the first.
Okay, they were the first. Okay.
I'm not saying some of the first. I'm not saying they're the first, but this was 1988, 89.
Okay.
You know, in New York, you had Coogee Rap. You had the Ghetto Boys that just came out. Eazy-E, the Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? So, but it wasn't called gangster rap yet. You know, now this record right here, it's called Bad Influence. So, you know, 30 years in the game, man, the Poison Clan. Check it out.
Excuse me, now fuck all that. The motherfucking Poison Clan is at the bat. I'm Debonair, the devil's dad.
Okay, class, now, okay, class, now, as you know, this.
Excuse me, now fuck all that. The motherfucking Poison Clan is at the bat. I'm Debonair, the devil's dad. Everybody, take a seat, get your pen and pad. Very good, you're doing excellent so far. Now time to begin a seminar. Today's teacher's Debonair.
bags of pacers, maybe even sell soap chips to bases. Or buy a couple of keys and make sales, getting fast money, being in and out of jails. I gotta do it, that's the way I am. I'm too rude to say yes, ma'am, or give a damn about a parent or guardian sense. That one is a real bad influence.
Check it out, I call it bad influence also. And to tell the truth, the youths all know. But still, they take my advice. They go play dice, hijack and hide, be a criminal. And ice cold deep, we trifle with a rifle, shooting police, being rich. You gotta be sharp as a knife, it's poor rotten. Never worked a day in my life, I got paid with a plate and caught with a gauge. But they couldn't do me nothing, I was underage. So yo, you should never ever have fears, because they can't front on you in your juvenile years. And besides, even if you try that shit, you a bad motherfucker, you can deal with it. I turn night school boys to a group of thugs. Just to strain your brain like cocaine worth the drug. And that's all those who been convinced JT's what you call a bad influence.
Niggas admire me and once I spoke. My advice will compel and provoke any brother on the block to be a hood. Serve dope on the corner, not to be good. Parents be wanting kids to be nerds, but Debonair's dash for the birds. Like getting a job, working hard for food. Western needs a flashlight and burglary tools. Drop out of school, get a GED. Get on welfare, cause that's cash for free. On the side, you're gonna need a tax-free income. Just like me, and no dad might think I'm stupid or ignorant, he must be jealous. Parents don't never mean the word they tell us. And once I find out ever since, I've been a real bad influence.
Strong on radio on the line. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Dad.
Hey, I got this number to call. What's happening?
No, I just sent you a video to watch.
Okay, all right. I'll watch it. I got your message about Leah too, so I said she already got the resolution. So I'll watch it and I'll get back with you. Okay.
Okay, this is my father, y'all. We live on the radio with my father, Rem Wilson.
Father, how you doing, Pops? How you doing? I'm
Hey,
Hot Wheels.
man, I'm hanging in there. How you doing?
Good, good.
Good, good. Who is this?
It's Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. All right. Okay, Hot Wheels. Hope to be able to see you when I come down there. Okay.
Oh, of course, of course. I'm always
All
around
right.
Teddy T.
All right. Thank you, man. All right.
All right,
Yes,
Dad.
I love you. We'll talk. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yep. That's my dad. I was like, damn, how my dad get on the damn phone? It's the second time y'all done embarrassed me today. Y'all had me talking all that shit in front of the girl mama. I was like, she's like, oh my God, he's saying to my mama. I said, yo, mama, who brings their mama to the radio station and Wildman Teddy T's at the radio station?
Wildman Teddy T.
I was like, and I was already in character. There's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't break character. I was like,
warn you about that one lady though, that preacher lady.
Oh yeah, she tried to stop me with the preacher lady.
Yeah. That was so funny, bro. Hey, the way she was like,
she was worried. She thought I was finna just.
She's a Christian lady. And this Teddy T. Oh.
Yeah. You know, that's what I was saying, but you know, I ain't wanna like make it obvious, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she can get got. We do it in a godly way though.
Yeah, we do it in a godly way.
We do it in a godly way, but you know, we'll give her a pass this time.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Frankie's, dog. Man, this soup was like, oh
Frankie's Deli once again.
Gosh.
If you don't know about Frankie's Deli, you should know.
I'm so full, and then the rice pudding just hit the spot right there.
So we got Hitman in the building. Hitman got his new TV show on Roku. I don't know why he tried to sit in the corner like.
Okay.
He ain't
Hitman,
finna
sit
get
next
on.
to me. I don't bite,
get on the TV show. Hitman was in the war. You know what I'm saying? So he don't trust a lot of people. He's in the war on drugs.
Yeah, PSTDS, TDS,
That nigga was in the war on drugs. You know what I'm saying? He was out here in the 80s when it was rough. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
We was out here doing it in the 80s, you know. And now we got backlash. You know, it's like having Gulf War disease.
Well, hit them. I'm safe. I don't got nothing on me. I ain't gonna blow up. This chair ain't, you know, it don't have no timing bomb or whatever.
He could have
those
licensing.
Those words that you're saying are triggers. You got to be careful of those words that you're saying.
I'm sorry.
He could have.
I gotta learn this.
He could have licensing issues though with his TV show that he can't appear on no other shows.
That's
that could
a
be
lie there.
That could be something there too.
That is a big lie there.
So, ladies
I'm
and
gonna move
gentlemen,
over a little bit so he won't bite me.
we got Hitman live on the live stream show. And Hitman is one of the pioneers in the promotional game of Dade County.
For real.
We want to go ahead and give Hitman his flowers early, you know, before somebody else try to say, you know, he ain't do it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? He was there from the 80s to now, you know, and
can't stop, won't stop.
I've always known.
I don't even with Hitman coming up.
I be trying to tell people I don't start digging into China. I can't turn around now.
To be honest, I don't even know where me and Hitman met. Me and Hitman just been friends. I can't even tell you when or where.
You were hitting that girl in the room.
I remember.
See, that's why his name is Wildman Teddy T.
Hitman.
Woo!
You know, I've had plenty of partners, you know, Hitman, Ugly. I've had like different partners throughout my life that we've worked together. Me and Hitman definitely.
That doesn't sound like working.
Yeah, like me and
you gotta put in work.
Yeah,
you
like,
definitely gotta put in work.
Hot
You're
Wheels,
right about that.
Hot Wheels just joined the adult entertainment world. He's now called Hot Rod. You know, he's gonna start doing a couple movies as Hot Rod. You know what I'm saying? And then he also has the Hot Wheels Eat the Booty wheelchair posse.
Booty gang.
No.
Don't confuse Hitman, please. Don't confuse Hitman, please.
Eat booty?
Yes. Hot Wheels
professional
booty. Like,
you got license.
And he wants to.
License.
He actually wants to have a versus with the Trick Daddy Eat the Booty gang as well.
Well, we can set that up anywhere, anytime. You know that.
Yeah, that's what I told him. That's what.
Go on the show and everything. His little cooking show.
For real.
I need
talk about food over here. I don't know.
I need Trick Daddy for next 2 weeks. I got JT Money next week for his 30th, and I need Trick Daddy the following week for the 25th.
Well, you know that's easy to set up.
So let's get back to you, Hitman. When did you make your start in the promotional game, and what have you seen from now to then?
Well, my start started when I started dancing. I'm one of the original Throw the D boys. You know, I was 15 years old, dancing at the Pac Jam. I'm one of the reasons why the Pac Jam was the Pac Jam. You know, I made the dance up, Throw the D, then Luke made a song after, and I really knew I didn't know I was into. I didn't never know I was into promotion area until later on in my start, because when I first started, really with the music game, I was a rapper. I came out as a rapper. I was rapping with me and Earl. That's what I'm going to meet in a few minutes about my TV show. I'm doing a TV show called Miami Soul Train. Y'all look around for it. It's coming to a station near you.
That's dope.
Yeah.
TV station. We trying to, do some new stuff. But at the same time, Earl signed me. He was signing me, Ross, and one of my buddies named Twan. And I went on the beach, and somebody said, "Boy, you know how to move around. Let me help me put out flyers and this and that." That man said, "I'm gonna pay you $700 a week." I said, "Man, where the flyers at?" You know, and that what made history, man. I just started putting out flyers, and then, like I said, gradually a lot of people started coming at me, and they seen how good I was and what I was doing, and that's when I really started. My real start was never in Miami. My real start was on South Beach. A lot of people don't know that. That was my first start.
Wow.
2 different places.
Yeah,
well,
South Beach was my home.
I could attest to one year, Memorial Weekend, Hitman bought about 300 kids.
Oh, Lord.
On the beach.
He could tell that.
You know what I'm saying? And it was called guerrilla marketing.
Yes, God. We
You know
took
what I'm
over
saying?
the whole beach.
It was over 300 people they had wearing the same shirts.
Yeah.
And they were promoting.
I ain't getting in trouble.
Yeah. And that was
Hey,
big.
I can
got in
talk about it
trouble
now
for that?
because, yeah, man, they was doing so much, man. I had to, like, really control. Like, when you take young people somewhere and half of them ain't never been on the beach, so it was crazy. Like, half of them ain't never been on the beach. So when they was on the beach, they just was trying everything and anything. We fell asleep on the beach. We sitting in front of a hotel. These little young men come back with a female. I'm like, who this is? Oh, we just took a pimp female off the beach. She talking about it. I say, boy, you better go get that pimp back his damn girl. These little niggas is tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we had a lot of fun though. That was a fun week, boy, at Memorial Day weekend. That Memorial Day weekend was fun. I don't know what it is now. It's just so much extra going on with it that a lot of people understand.
Well, I came to the Remedy the other day. We had the guy that helped make possible for the conditions in the beginning on South Beach. In the beginning of this year.
I know Fat Joe had a lot to do with it too.
It was the actual commissioner that's in there, city commissioner, Miami Beach, black guy. And, like I explained to them, the situation is back in the days when we used to do Memorial Weekend or any black college premier community that I've been on, there's always been an itinerary. There's a host hotel and there's an itinerary.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what's missing now. There's no itinerary.
They just running wild and rapping. Yeah.
And then they set up the element to be able to create the state of emergency because they're the ones that made Ocean shut down. So now you got 30,000, 40,000 kids in the street that y'all don't have the element to be able to police. So yeah, you get a couple gunshots and you're going to become scared and say, yes, a state of emergency.
And they can get
but
guns.
They
created
never
it,
get
though.
gunshots.
Back in their days, it was hard to get. Not saying it's hard to get a gun, but people weren't thinking about guns. That's another thing, another issue I be thinking about.
Fight.
Like, what is so cool about taking a gun in a club? Like, I'm trying to understand that. Like, I'm in the club, I got
It's
a
not
gun
cool.
on.
It's protection.
It's protection.
Because the
But
people,
damn, I be thinking
you got to.
about dancing and
Why would
dropping
you
my
want to
gun.
shoot somebody in the club, though,
Because
Ted?
no, it's not shooting people in the club. It's
That's what
being
they doing.
protected. It's
But
being
it's-
protected in the club because they don't know if somebody else got a gun and they don't got a gun. Then that it's tit for tat. You know what I mean? So now,
Catch-22.
right? So it's like nowadays, like I don't go to a club after 2:00 in the morning because I feel like that's the time where the main dope boys and hustlers and stillers, they about to get off work or they about to do their licks so they can come to the club. You know what I'm saying? And that's when they're gonna see each other during that time, and that's when the problems come in. So if you get there when the regular working people are there, that work and know they got to get up in the morning, it's cool. But once after a time, you're gonna get that whole crowd that's gonna come in. And I know a lot of those guys, but I'm older, and I don't need to be affiliated with those things anymore. You know what I mean? And
That's one thing about being neutral.
Yeah, that's the whole thing where we're at now, where you don't have to be there because of age. You know what I'm saying? Before we were there because we was just partying. It was like, oh damn, it was a shot. We got to duck, run, get out the club. I don't know how many times I've had to run out of Climax when it was Rolex being shot at and shot where people were shooting. You know. So it's just a beautiful thing to see if somebody like Hitman still around, still working.
Yeah, man. Like I told you, man. Like everybody understand. Like everybody has a history. Everybody has a start, and a lot of people don't know the history of the start of a lot of people. So they look at you and don't know your brand is worth what your brand is, and that's what I trip out off a lot of people with. They give you $1,000 for the month. They think they gave you some money, and that ain't no like $250 a week. You want me to run around all week? Gas prices up, eating with my team. They don't understand the value of what you really do. So it's like people want to undercut the real workers. That's just like I tell people, like, do you know anybody that sit behind when you go to a show or award show? When you go to, so when the Source was out, I was behind the scenes. I was working for Benzino. A lot of people know I worked for Benzino and did a lot of big stuff for Benzino, especially when he had his club. I was the marketing manager. We had every artist you could think of came through there. But a lot of people never see the people that's in the background and the scenes. Like I said, when you go to a award show, you can name anybody that's back there who putting everything together, the management, the supervisor, anybody, even the gripper. Anybody that's backstage, you don't know none of them people. But soon you see one of them come on stage and you see their performance, this and that, that's all you know. So you feel like that's the show, but that's not the show. The show are the people that's in the background. Behind the scenes. That's the one who put everything together. But nobody never give homage or props to the person that's in the background. They feel like that's what they supposed to do, and they don't understand the value of a person. You know what I'm saying? That's just like I tell people about a football team. Everybody know the running back. Everybody know the quarterback. But I bet you, I can ask any of y'all that's sitting in here too, who is the center? Name a center.
Nobody know him like that.
The center is the one that get the ball first. Yeah. If that ball never touched the quarterback hand, ain't nothing going to happen. If he fumble every game, what's going to happen?
Yep, you're right.
You feel me? It's no game without the center. When he get ready to punt that ball, when he get ready to hike it to the punter, you know how far you got to punt that ball?
Exactly, yep.
And still block when he come up? That's so important.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same scenario that people don't look at the person who's really, I'm serious. You look at me, if I think about football, I think the center more in charge than the quarterback.
Exactly. They are.
You know what I'm saying? And way more important because that's what people don't see. People don't see the value in who really doing something,
On the front line.
Yeah, you know.
They get the highest paid. They get the highest paid too.
Yeah, like with Teddy. Teddy always been back and forth like a mentor, and I be his mentor. We bounce back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because some stuff Teddy taught me, and I don't know if I ever taught Teddy anything, but at the end of the day, both of us, I used to go to the radio station. Guess how I used to get there? Walk. I used to go there every day and walk to the station. And guess who let me in? With no problem. Even he ain't supposed to have me in there. You know you ain't supposed to be here. But fuck him. I was like, God damn, is that harsh? Man, yeah. And I watched Teddy break a lot of records that nobody was breaking in Miami. Like I said, you never know a person's story. A lot of people just look at what they see. They don't look at what's going on. Like, so much of the stuff that really go on is the people in the background. Yeah. But they never get they shine.
Yeah.
They never get they shine or get their homage or whatever they done. And like Teddy said, man, we done helped a lot of artists in their campaign to success. And sometimes I be sitting there like, at the end of the day, man, this guy should just, I don't even ask nobody for no money or give me, you a billionaire now. You a billionaire. I don't need your money. I need you to represent and keep on winning. But at the same time, pay homage to the people that was there. Yep. And they never look back at the people that was there when they calling your phone 100 times a day. Go do this, do that. You around here. Where we at? You ain't do this. You did that? What's going on? And then once they get the success, they don't even answer the phone no more. Matter of fact, they changed their number.
It's like the other day I saw you with Ross. Ross has been the same now as he was then. And, seeing him with you, it was that conversation. You know what I'm saying? That, people need to see.
You heard what he said. Like, he know. I went out there with 100 CDs with Every Day I'm Hustling and went out there and broke that record, Every Day I'm Hustling. And I helped, the whole, like I said, I was on the team. I'm never saying that I'm the main source, but I was on the team. If I was the water boy, whatever, because everybody gets a ring. Everybody. Yep. Everybody that's at that Super Bowl gets a ring, So at the end of the day, I just be saying, I tell people, I ain't bragging, but I'm the one put Every Day I'm Hustling in Cali hand when he was at Rendezvous. He didn't even know who Ross was, But a lot of people won't know that because they don't know the history of how and the value of the people that's behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that needs to start be knowing, that the people behind the scenes are very important. I'm behind the scenes behind a lot of artists, from Rick Ross, Flo Rida, DJ Khaled, Ice Hood, Briscoe. I can keep going. All the Po' Boy, Jackie O. I can go way back, But when you dealing with people, you deal with them. And the way I was dealing with them, a lot of stuff I know I did wrong because I'm gonna tell y'all something this is very important. So whoever listening, just understand this. Paperwork is the most important thing whenever you're dealing with anybody in the industry, because paperwork makes it solid. When you just give me the money, I'm finna go, that don't work. You need paperwork. Paperwork is very valuable because it's like you're documenting everything you've done for them people, everything that's going on, and a lot of people don't understand. That's just like getting a car. You can't buy a car and you don't get the titles. You know what I'm saying? You have to have the titles. And if you don't have the titles, they can come take the car back from you at any given time.
That's right.
And it's the same thing with that. Like, you know, I can go back to Black history. A lot of the stuff that people invented was invented by Black people. But the white man went in, I ain't not saying nothing bad before y'all take this and run in contents, but it's just the truth. They knew how to patent stuff and put it in their name. Black people ain't know none of that stuff. So they make it, give it to to the slave owners, and the slave owners own the rights and copies to everything that's going on. Look at what's your boy name made the cookies, Famous Amos. You know, he did everything. He had the brand, he had what's the name, but somebody stole the whole what's the name behind it, and they got the glory.
That's right.
It's
Intellectual property.
Yeah, so
intellectual property.
sometimes when you don't brand yourself into something, you look like you got left out.
Out the door.
Out the door. Like literally they close the door once they get everything. I'm a Mason, so I asked one of my Mason brothers, old school, he's very intelligent, and he's like one of the highest Masons in the Masonry. And I asked him, I say, what is the most important thing you could ever tell me in life that'll take me on? He say, don't give them nothing. And I'm like, what you mean by don't give them nothing? He said, because if you give everything, they don't need you no more. So your value is worth, and that stuck with me to this day, and that was almost 10 years ago when he told me that. Like, he said, don't give them nothing. I'm like, don't give them nothing.
I mean,
so I had to contemplate on that, like, don't give them nothing.
Yeah. I had this artist, it was a promoter. I got him money to pass out flyers. And we met the guy together, you know what I'm saying? He done gave him the money and everything first. And then he gave him the flyer, and he's like, who made this flyer? This flyer doesn't look good. I probably would have did this and did that. He's like, man, just pass out the flyer.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And
that ain't your job to tell me what it looked like.
Bro, you ain't got to talk about the man gave you the money
yeah.
to pass out the flyers.
And that's your job.
To give him your opinion about the flyers.
You know how many groups I don't work for, and not naming no names or naming them to put them out there, that I get them hot and then they got a sorry song, and it ain't my fault because you got a sorry song, but your name known all over Miami.
I mean,
that's my job, to get your name known.
Yeah, brand. That's the first
brand.
Part of
I'm not responsible for your single that didn't go nowhere.
But
that's not my fault.
People know that your single didn't go nowhere. They know, oh yeah, this song was alright.
I heard
of
them.
Say your name.
Yeah, I heard of them. That was my job. My job is not to make the product, and a lot of people don't understand that because they get lost.
To get it out there.
Yeah, my job is to get you out there.
And that's why I don't work for artists. I work for businesses. I work for managers, because when you work for an artist, the artist is ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Artists don't know the game.
That's why they have all the components to it.
If an artist knew the game, he'd be there with a label.
Exactly.
Or a management. You know what I'm saying? So if you're just an artist, that's number one. You got to, unless you are your CEO, unless you own everything, then I'll come in and consult you and help you get to the point where you need to be. But just as an artist, I can't work with you, brother. I'm not at that level anymore. I can't just help people just because they need help.
That's what I just was saying. Like, they don't know your value. A lot of people just, like I say, undertake your value. And it's so important that you have a team that has value. You can't just put a team together. Like, I don't work for some groups, and they say, man, I got 20 people and this, and that. But I go on the street by myself, and I work all 20 of them, and they looking like, damn, he is out working them. You know how many places I done been? They got a whole street team, and I come with 2 people, and we make that whole street team look crazy. Like, make the whole street team. That's what I'm trying to tell you about value. Like, you just looking at, I got numbers. Numbers don't make value, man. you know, and
It really don't.
It don't make value. That's like buying a Gucci purse. Go buy it from the flea market. It's $100. But when you go to the Gucci place, it's $1,200. But guess what? That Gucci place is gonna hold value because you can sell that purse again. It got the serial numbers, got the paperwork on it, got all this, and they the same purse, really, in reality, because the same people probably made it. But it's no value to it because you ain't understanding what value mean. Like some people just look at a person like me and Teddy and the whole family that's here. Like y'all don't look at us and think we ain't got no value, but y'all know how hard we run around in the street branding your name to 100 people that you just don't know. And them 100 people make you go right to the top. You'll never look at the value where it came from. You ain't know it come from the underground.
Nope.
You never knew it came from the underground because we was the one talking about you. And a lot of people that know us know our value. And we just not going to take our name and brand to anything. You know? I tell people all the time, nope, you can't use my logo. Why? I don't know what you finna do. I'm not finna lose my value because of what you finna do. You can't use it to just make yourself look good. You know?
That's real.
You know, I done seen it so many, boy, oh my God. Like I said, I done been in the business a long time. So I done seen all the craft and all the foolishness.
My brother wanted the PNG just so for the T-shirt.
Mhm.
So, you know, he can make the T-shirt. I said, no, I'm not giving you the damn PNG so you can go ahead and push me out so you can go ahead and sell the T-shirts up in New York. You crazy?
Yeah, that's what they do. Like, they'll take some stuff from you and they get and forget where it came from. You know, I done said a lot of stuff. I done did a lot of stuff. I tell a lot of ideas to people, and they run with it. And then next thing you know, they come back and they done failed because you took my idea. You can't think for me. You don't know what I was thinking about or how to push it. You know? I done a lot of stuff that the people say I couldn't do. Like I did the first Florida Music Awards. When I did the first Florida Music Awards, a lot of people were like, man, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna happen. And man, I made sure it happened. Just because of all the people that was around me doubting me. You know? And I made it so successful that other people started wanting to do award shows. And people to look at me and like, you did that first? Yeah, I did. One of the first. I'm not saying the main, but I know for a fact it wasn't nobody doing award shows when I did my award show. You know? And all of a sudden the next month or the next year, I started seeing award shows come from everywhere from Miami. And then they tried to see how hard it is. Half of them stopped, half of them failed. But I try to tell people it ain't easy when it ain't easy when you don't know what you're doing. You know, go change some brakes right now. You ain't never changed them. You're gonna be out there hours because you ain't never changed them. And the person come out there in 15 minutes, change the brakes and keep it moving. It ain't easy being me and Teddy T. Y'all be thinking
like,
it's easy.
I tell people like, you know, when I work with people doing radio, right? I hear people, man, I spent $200,000, $300,000. I was like, yeah, because you was in the spin program. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What people got to understand is that the music business, the people in the music business make their money from the people that's not going to make it.
Yep.
You
All
understand what
day.
I'm saying? They
All
make their
day.
money from the people that's not going to make it because they set you up not to make it. They don't give you enough information. They're not doing what they
Extra.
can for you because they don't even know how to do it. They're just doing it, getting money, and then passing it on to someone else who actually do it. But they're not doing it at the price where the people are going to do it that right way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I work for somebody, I just can't, like I said, you got to have education. You got to know because, yeah, I could just take your money and we could do the spend program, but that's not doing nothing for me.
Yeah, the
see what I'm
value of
saying?
you.
So I'm not
That's
going to
your
take your
brand.
money because you done spend all this money. Now you're going to tell some people, oh, you
Yeah,
done gave me
your
all
brand.
this money and nothing happened.
Protect your brand.
And so I tell people like, okay, I'm going to give you the ultimatum. You want the spin program where you getting your records played or do you want ads? Because ads, you only got to pay a couple times. Yeah, you got to pay a lot of money, but you ain't got to continue to pay once you get the ad. Because that's the whole point. When you get the ad is when you get added to the playlist. And when you get added to the playlist, it starts off as an S, which is a spike, which is about 9 to 12 times a day the record's going to
Listen to what you just said.
You see what I'm
You
saying?
gave too much information. Be quiet, Teddy.
Then after that, you get a C. A C is like average.
Hey, be quiet, Teddy.
I give them everything. That's what it's about. And then you get a B, and then it goes to an A. Now, that might take 3 months
Don't give them nothing.
That might take 3 months. So if the record is still built, if it go to an A, you ain't got to pay no more money.
Nothing.
Because it's going.
Don't tell them nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now, what do you want to do?
What kind of station? A P1 or a P2?
A P1. It's a chart. That's why it's a charted station.
Do they know what a P1 is? I don't know.
I mean, it's primary. That's the primary station.
There you go. He just gave it to him again.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but the question is, are they going to really listen?
Well, it's not. As long as the record is playing, now your job is to now do label support in the market to make sure that the people are listening. You got to already have the record in the market already, so people are aware of it, which is what Hitman does. Hitman gets out there, goes to the barbershops, the hair salons, the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And make sure
the region
that
market.
the music is out there. You know what I'm saying? Then when it's playing on the radio, everybody's like, "Oh, damn!
North, south,
I got
east.
the flyer the other day. I heard the record in the club." You know what I mean? Because everything is familiarity. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody sees something, they gotta put them to something else. Like, "Oh, I saw this on the video." You know, like right now, I started working the record in February, and we got Universal looking at it already because we started off with the video, and we got the video on BET Jam. Put the record on the radio. And we got spins because the more spins you get, the more spins you get on the video.
Yeah,
but
to the next station and all.
You know what I'm saying? But
it
people
bounce
don't
to the
know
next
that.
station. Yeah.
So we've only been working this record for a month, and we've already got a meeting set up with Universal Records. You know what I mean? So it's so many different ways to get in, but you got to know how to do it, and you got to have some money. Like I'm telling everybody, like, you know, honestly, between 75 to 100 grand, if you're a new artist, we could get you a deal. We could get you a $250,000, $500,000. It just based off of the foundation that you've created for yourself. But we can get you a single to an album deal. You know what I'm saying? By making you chart on the radio, and then once you go over top 30 on the radio, you get your album deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you know where you're going, then you know how to spend your money. But if you don't know where you're going and you just spend the money, you just be spending money. You just be spending next. You know, you just spend 1.2, 2
I've
million.
seen it so many
and
times.
don't nobody even know who you are.
Exactly.
Boy, I done seen it so many times.
Yeah.
And they look at you like it's your fault. Man, I told you don't spend that money. You did it. But no, and then you got some on that not even want to come back and do promotions, man. I won't leave that radio alone. I told you that from the beginning.
Yeah, you can't deal with radio unless you can deal with radio. And nobody today don't need radio in the beginning. Like your first 5 years, you shouldn't worry about radio.
And the single.
Like Ball Greasy been out for 10 years before he made Nice and Slow. But Ball Greasy was making over 100 grand a year in shows and features. You know what I'm saying? From the time of 2005 to 2010, from a Grimo to a Briscoe to
I
Billy
broke the
Blue,
show record.
All these artists was making
I broke
250,000
a
year right here doing
Nice
shows
and Slow
and features. No, this is before Nice and
Sean.
Slow. I'm talking about
Sean.
2005.
Okay, yeah.
2005, 2006, Grimo, 2007. All these artists that came out during that time.
I was young.
These guys was all making
Piccolo.
money from their music.
I broke Piccolo.
And I tell people today, that's your problem. As these artists today, they're not making money from their music because they're not a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? You can't just make a record and say you're from Miami and there's no culture in your music. You know what I'm saying? Kodak Black make records. Kodak Black got Pompano references like for days in his music.
They got more artists now. They looking at Pompano so bad right now
because of the references that he has to Pompano. So if you want to make it in the music business in your area, talk about your area. Build your brand.
Ross.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Carol City.
Like you got to be able to build so people can like. That's what made Briscoe the Opalaka Goon. Opalaka, you know what I'm saying? Opalaka would go out and rep Briscoe everywhere he at because he repped them with his brand.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So these artists today, their number one problem is they have no foundation from a neighborhood. You
Red Eyes, Zoe.
You see? There's no foundation for neighborhoods. And then you have nothing related to what you're saying in your song to a neighborhood. So how can Miami support you if you don't support Miami? You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Mims, This Is Why I'm Hot.
Yeah.
This is him. Mims bigged up all the different spots. And all the different spots where he bigged up took his record first. In the Dirty, talking about Miami. All the records where he talked about
Trick Daddy,
they all came up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what these artists got to understand. If you're not making money from your music, that's the number one problem. Because none of these guys never made it worldwide, but they all have made damn near $1 million in their music. You know what I'm saying? Fatboy 17, he got a damn $50,000 and a fucking Escalade that he wrecked on Saturday. He got it on Monday and wrecked it on Saturday. At 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? He had made $300,000.
He ain't supposed to been driving. I'm just saying.
You know how that shit is. We talking about the hood, nigga. But he had made $300,000 the year that Wham came out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, like, I've always did shows for artists. Like, I remember when I helped Jackie come back out, when we did the Biggie Rankers video mixtape, she made $80,000 in Fort Lauderdale alone. You know what I'm saying? She made $80,000 just in Fort Lauderdale. You know, so when you start breaking down the cities, so you work in these different areas, and that's what I tell the artists, because this is how I promote. Like, I go promote you in these secondary markets first, because these are spots where you're going to be able to get paid first. And the secondary market's always going to be the one to pay you last, because don't nobody come there. You see what I'm saying? But you, who you bring. You see what I'm saying? So if you go to Ocala, you could turn out Ocala. If you go to Belglaze, you could turn out Belglaze. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else coming there. So after you done came there 2 or 3 times, they gonna start booking you. You know what I'm saying? Papa Duck did it the best.
Yeah.
Without no real label element. All Papa Duck used to do was attack all these cities. And Papa Duck used to make $1 million on show money and features, doing tours, booking himself. You book him, he's giving you a mixtape and adding to the mixtape to his writer that you put out 1,000 mixtapes when he goes to do the show. You
Mike Jones.
He made you put out 1,000 mixtapes to promote him when you do the show with him, when you book him. So the people are guaranteed to hear the music and know him when he get there. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, Mike Jones put his phone number in all the songs. Mike Jones' phone bill was $200,000. The label had no problems paying it because he made them $20 million. You see what I'm saying? But that phone number, remember back in the days, they used to charge us for phone calls.
Yeah.
They charged us for every phone call. I ran my T-Mobile. My bill was $8,000 one time on my T-Mobile. You know what I'm saying?
8,000?
8,000.
I thought I was doing something with mine with 600.
I had an $8,000 phone bill. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, there's different promotional market strategies that you could create, and that's why I tell people, your story is your story. What somebody else did, that's what they did. You can learn from other people's story to create your story, but you still have to create.
Well, they had a book to be a millionaire. Everybody be a millionaire.
Yeah, like Kaboom, right? I've been working Kaboom for like a year and a half, almost 2 years now, right? And I've been working him at his pace, and because he don't want to do nothing unless he's started, unless he's ready. So that's how he works. So right now, you know, we just got J. Cole manager to come in to consult, and he took him to 3. He's getting him distribution through 300. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even done nothing. I've had him on the radio in Carolina for 2 months, 3 months. We done spent $20,000 on radio. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's coming from Carolina. And I got Arnold Taylor working it because Arnold Taylor is the baby's. That's who put out the baby. That's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So I got him pushing him. So Carolina's like, this is who's coming next from
That's what Jay-Z got big at. Started at North Carolina.
You know man, Carolina's
around the schools.
Carolina's the best market because it's where all the colleges are.
Yeah, all the schools.
Raleigh itself got 5 colleges
so
right
Jay-Z
there.
Got big.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my market now. I do all 10 radio stations in Raleigh, in Carolina right now. I'm about to go through all the cities next week. I'm going Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama. And just because I'm saying I'm going, you don't even know how much stuff I'm getting later. because I'm back on the road. People, man, Teddy, where you been? Oh, man, we got a car show coming up on the 14th. We need artists. We got this. We got that. We going to bowling out. Man, Teddy, we missed you. They just loaded me up. You know what I'm saying? They just loaded me up.
They go to center.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now, it's like as long as you got some bread, we can create a plan. And that plan is already set to get you in to get money, because this is what we've done. We done already cut the bullshit. We done already cut the fat. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we've done that through the experience. Like we did SETI.
How you skip the lines? You got to know somebody.
We did SETI Hendrix last year. We spent like maybe 105, but we broke it down where now we can spend 50 and get the same charting that we did with 105, because we got to know that it's just a learning process. You know what I'm saying? Because everything changed. Different people come in, and you got to be able to be on the scene to know that. You know, so we did Smiles. After we did SETI Hendrix, we did Smiles down south. Smiles in Tory Lanez. And he charted. Smiles got to like top 40 on the urban chart. You know what I'm saying? So now I got the means to chart people if you got a budget. You know, I'll put you in the game if you want to be in the game, but you want to go to the tippy, we can make it rock. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take a commercial break. What's the name of the group that we got coming in? Scully.
Yeah, Rush Management.
Rush Management and Scully's artists.
Yeah, Rush is all, Squally,
that's it.
Yeah,
Squally.
they come, Squally G.
Squally
You know, they
G.
from New Orleans. They coming in and represent from New Orleans. The name of the group is called 360 Takeover.
Yeah. We're going to get into
Takeover Boys.
They should be in the next 15, 20 minutes.
A lot of people don't know the history of New Orleans that I had to learn. It started from when, what's his name, Loke. Loke, he the one found Bootsy. He the one helped start up Cash Money. He started up a lot of groups up and down there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The Bounce guy, Jimmy. Jimmy did the Bounce, and Juvenile was writing the Bounce music. Juvenile had his promotion. That's why when he sued Baby, he was able to win his publishing, because Juvenile started out writing all the Bounce records in New Orleans. Like when I went to New Orleans with Pretty Ricky, they did a Bounce. We did a Bounce version of the album, and then we went to Houston, and Ron G and them did a chopped and screwed version of the Pretty Ricky album. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go into these cities and get into the culture with your music. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way it comes out. We're going to still give up this 30 years, man. I'm still with Poison Clan. That's my crew. We're going to rock out. Let's go.
Once again, it's the clan with a fast one. They make y'all groove like the last one. Niggas want the man in the PC to come back with deep bass and funky ass drum tracks. Boy, the boy taking over the club again, making that shit y'all love again. Fuck suckers trying to get our style. That's true niggas from Miami's underground. JT, a nigga you can get with. Kicking that hardcore fly shit. Sending this one to the niggas in the Bronx. And them hoes with them Daisy Dukes on. Slanging that monkey. Stack looking chunky and cock getting funky. Jocking the money, man. So with the Poison Clan. 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 Poison boy taking over the club. Step on the scene with my steel toes. Holding my dick, looking for them ill hoes. A nigga like JT be tricking. Looking for a hoe to stick my dick in. Holla at the boys, see what's up with them. They always put a nigga down with the much slim. The jockey JT, one raw nigga from the PC. Kicking the shit that be thumping. In the club, that's all you hear pumping. The Poison Clan sound. Hoes pussy popping and doing the doodoo brown. And the niggas be wildin'. Fucking with the hoes and co-profiling. So if you're down with the money, man, just with the Poison Clan.
Wrecking shit.
money man, all about the dollar. Now hoes, when you see me, don't forget to holler, cause you know me. Now I'ma give a shout out to the hood and the homies, the old Luke record style, and all them niggas I know on the aisle. One time for Mad Ball and Crowd, and the niggas I know on the bow. Tall Milk, Ned, Ed, and Ram. From Carol City, Dave, Mike, and Sam. Antonio, Corey, and Ted. My nigga Uzi, Fat Milk, and Red. And CeeLo. Baby Said, JP, and Chico. Mike Fresh, Toomp, and Hop. And everybody else that I forgot. That's down with the money, man. Just with the boys and clan.
Why you're always in trouble with the police. Tell us about school. JT, your fans want to hear it from your point of view, in your own words. JT?
Mary had a little lamb and it was me, a rowdy motherfucker named JT. Problem child, got strong, now they say I'm buck wild, but I ain't pay him no mind. The old girl used to say a hard head made us off behind, so I guess I'm the black sheep of the family, cause they ass can't handle me, and I hate cops. Cause they like to break black sheep in the lamb chop, so I keep making problems. Cause I can't picture being sheepskin condoms, and I don't need no separacy, especially one that's cursed with leprosy. See, not all black sheep sleep. Look what happened to Lil Bo Peeps. How's leper got knowledge? Fuck high school and motherfuck college. Now you see why I'm so destructive. A black sheep ain't shit to fuck with.
JT, you use the word bitch quite a bit in your lyrics. Tell me, do you have a girlfriend? Is there a woman in your life? In the day and age that women are demanding more respect, what do you have to say to the young ladies about bitches? Are you the bitchizer?
Young ladies shouldn't get offended when they hear, but if the motherfucker shoe fits where? I think a hoe's a hoe, and a bitch is a bitch. I'ma talk about your ass and keep getting rich. Now I quit getting money. I'm JT Money, and I can't do nothing for you, honey. So don't be on my back like a jacket. I can't hack it and you'll get smacked, bitch. Cause I hate hoes and they hate me, but I don't give a fuck, cause I'm JT, the motherfucking bitchizer. Ho talk shit so I can paralyze her. I can't have no wife. I hate hoes. Plus it's in my nature to be a low life. So that love shit is out. I'm a pimp, I'll slap the taste from a bitch mouth.
JT, let's be realistic. The fame and glory can't go on forever. Poison Pen has done quite well, but without a high school diploma, what would you do if it all just fell apart today, now? You had nothing left. Music was over. Let us know.
Snap a bitch down in the middle of the street. Get that book and break out in a heartbeat. And then I'll go out on the app to shoot some CeeLo, so I can double my shit. Cause hell, I'm known for rolling 4, 5, 6. I just might lay the whole game down. Niggas know I don't fuck around. Take to the motherfucking T. Stand for just trouble, so niggas don't try me. Cause I'll burn your ass like a torch. Take all your shit and leave you on the front porch. Jack is black as how I got my wealth. If it wasn't me, I think I'd rob myself. I gotta be sport rotten. Just a little reminder for those who may have forgotten. I live for money, pockets are fat. Give a bitch a bet for some pussy and take my shit back. I gotta be rich. That's all on 5,000, bitch. Waking up every morning, pockets on beat. Fuck that shit, school ain't for me. They just stopped me from getting dollars. I dropped out, fuck being a scholar. I never did shit at school before. Yoked up Uzi and headed straight for the airport. Looking for some books to grab. Fucked around, touched some tourists in a yellow cab. With nothing but my bare hands. Oh boy, look at me, coming clean with grand. Start touching every day. Can't that nigga tell me the crime don't pay. Bought me an auto with get down 30s and cuts. Crush seats and bitches on my nuts. Talking about it's funny how a young nigga quit school getting money now. On a mission coming clean on a daily basis. With pocketbooks and high-speed chases. Fat pockets swole like they got the mumps. Dropping bets to all the little chumps. Throwing books to the hoes. Peeling out in the school zone. Burning out my chunky loads. Still mom and pop in the auto. Nobody's untouchable, that's my motto. Leaving no description for the police, cause all they saw was black arms and gold teeth. And that describes every nigga in the Jack gang. Going down with an Elliot's name. It's scared as fuck off a nigga like me. Reached out and touched more people than AT&T. Fucking the world up, making them curl up. All in the street and they still getting beat. But that's the way I was taught. She ain't shit illegal until you get caught. That's how I got the name JT. with white tags and purses full of money, asking for direction, busting U-turns in the middle of the intersection. I'm on their ass, coming fast, and I see that map on the dash. Bet your ass I'ma cut something, but the fuck-ass heroes make a nigga wanna crush something. Fuck it, ain't nothing to it. Now you finna see how the boys from the crib do it.
You gonna front right there? Where that dog? Right there on the corner.
Go over there, dog. Get him. Yeah, that's them too. Look at him with the map on the dashboard.
Oh, I'm finna get, hey boy, I'm finna get this funk, man.
That's them. That's them. Get him, dog.
Check me out, dog. Watch me.
Hey, motherfucker, get back here! Hey!
Get it, dog. Let's do.
Got that book, now let's go. My nigga Uzi, put that thing to the floor. Spin a few corners. Make sure them punk-ass heroes ain't on you. We straight, so let's flex through the projects. Split these grands and them travelers checks. Now we got a little flow. And I'ma keep the book so I can give it to a hoe. Let's go round the way to brag. Tell the niggas about the book we snag. They know the boy gon' come through. But yo, that's just some shit I used to do. Yeah, I wanna say one time for all the original jackers of T. My nigga Shorty T, Rick Dwayne. My nigga Uzi, Mad Ball. One time for the boys out there in the city. The boys over town, y'all know what time it is. There's a few out there in Carol City, Opalaka. One time for the streets that paid a nigga Biscayne Boulevard. 7th Ave, 17th Ave, 27th Ave, 79th Street, 36th Street, 46th Street, 54th. One time me and Uzi on 183rd Street, we fucked them up. One time for the one-way 81st. One time for the airport, hotel, gas station, all that crazy shit. One time for
Watch the move, you got to get smooth. Get on the floor to the poison groove. It's the clan with another one to make y'all dance just like the other one. You got to get loose. Leaning on the wall, what's the use? To a groove so smooth and out of sight. Get on the floor and dance all night.
It's a dance tune by the PC, that's the Poison Clan, and we came to the party to make y'all move. So just get down to the Poison groove and groove with the Poison Clan. Cause if you came to sit, make a change of plan and do what's only right. Just get on the floor and dance all night.
All you see is grins. People moving away from the bass bins cause of that bottom. Most be even scared to stand by them. Well, here's a taste. Straight from the studio, known for the ghetto bass. Made to invite those sitting down to get up and dance all night.
Now dance, cause I said so. Bust the move and go at the flow. It's the Clan with a hyped up dub. Poison boys taking over the club. Whether dancing or sitting, it'll make you move cause it's definitely hitting. And out of sight, just get on the floor, y'all, and dance all night.